Hey everyone, welcome to the part 2 of the lesson reproduction in organisms. Now let's look on to about asexual reproduction. So asexual reproduction involves a single parent or individual giving rise to an offspring with or without the formation of gametes. So it is most common in a single cell organism and plants and animals with simple organization. And the term clone is used to describe uh, a genetically identical and a morphologically identical individual of an organism. So we can tell clone as morphologically and genetically similar individuals. They are similar to their parents. So there are three types of asexual reproduction. Cell division. There are many types of asexual reproduction. Now we'll be seeing about uh, four common types of asexual reproduction. About four types. So there may be fragmentation in case of Hydra, and in fission there is a binary and multiple fission, and so on. So budding. So it goes on. And under binary fission, we can divide binary fission as simple, longitudinal, and transverse. So we'll look on to that. In reference with NCERT, the four types of asexual reproduction given are cell division, binary fission, budding, and sporulation. Cell division by mitosis in the case of protists and monodonts. So cell division is common in the case of unicellular organisms, and why by mitosis? In the case of unicellular organism, the chromosome number is equal to the autosome number. So in order to maintain the chromosome number, the next progeny, it has to divide by mitosis, equation division, and not by meiosis, which is a reduction reaction division. Fine. So binary fission in the case of amoeba and paramecium, budding in the case of yeast, and sporulation in the case of amoeba. So what is sporulation? Sporulation involves the formation of three-layered cyst around the amoeba under unfavorable conditions. Under unfavorable conditions, a three-layered cyst is formed around the amoeba. This is a three-layered cyst. So this process is called encystation. And under encystation, they keep dividing to form pseudopodospores or minute amoeba. And under favorable condition, they burst open. So they would burst open, and the spores which are formed are released. So this process is called sporulation. So fine. Yes. So next, zoospores in the case of fungi or amoeba, conidia spores in the case of penicillium, buds in the case of hydra, and gemmules in this case of sponge. Fine, so we have to know these points. Just note these points, which is given in the NCERT. Yes. In animals, we have mentioned it as asexual reproduction. So right. So in plants, we can mention it as vegetative propagation, and there are many types of vegetative propagation, like runner, rhizome. You can refer to NCERT. All these points are given. Runner, rhizome, sucker, tuber, offset, bulb. Fine, so it goes on. So these structures are called. So these are structures. So these structures are called vegetative propagules. So in some organisms, their body can be divisible into fragments. So it can be fragmented. So this process we call as fragmentation. Fragmentation is a type of vegetative propagation. Fine. In the case of hydra. Fine. So this is also a mode of asexual reproduction. Yes. And then they have given about the terror of Bengal. We should know where because what caused the terror of Bengal. So terror of Bengal because of the introduction of water hyacinth to beautify the place. So it became invasive later. The invasive character of the water hyacinth led to the terror of Bengal. The vegetative progression plants, so buds in the case of potato, rhizome in the case of banana and ginger, and these structures, right? So they arise from a point called node in the plants, in the modified stems of the plant, which so this node when it comes in contact with soil, fine. So this node when it comes in contact with water or soil, it'll give rise to new plant. So it'll give rise to a new plant. It'll give rise to roots and plantlet leaflets. Fine. So this node is from where the buds and rhizomes arise. Fine. And so adventitious buds of the bryophyllum in the leaves. So we would have known about bryophyllum. The adventitious buds arise from the leaves. So if this is the leaf, right? So you could see small leaf growing here. So this is the adventitious buds in the case of bryophyllum. So if you just pluck a part of the leaf and put it in the damp soil, it will grow into a new plant. Fine. Yes. So now that's all with asexual reproduction. In the next part, we'll be looking on to the sexual reproduction. Thank you.